Hello, this is Mara Jade, and I'm here with another video. And over the past few days, we have seen very vocal, renewed calls for Release the Snyder Cut following the news story that broke of a rumored screening of the cut before Warner Media executives. Combine that with the mysterious deletion of thousands of tweets, as well as 180s from those who have denied the existence for years now on Twitter, plus the speculation it could be released on HBO Max. We're now seeing the possibility of that cut coming to light. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I have been a supporter of Release the Snyder Cut and have been so for a long while. And me personally, I cannot speak for anyone else, but all I want to see is Zack Snyder's vision. It's not because I think this is going to be mind-blowingly excellent or anything like that. I just want to see what Zack Snyder would have given us. I want to see how his Justice League would have built off of the two movies that came before it, Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. However, he had to leave for personal reasons, and Warner Brothers got greedy. They wanted to catch up to Marvel. They wanted to emulate Marvel. They brought in Joss Whedon, and we got the very tonally bipolar Justice League that was released back in November of 2017. So, those of us who want to see the Snyder Cut are doing so just because we want to see Zack Snyder's vision. That's, if I can assume correctly, that's all we primarily want at this point. And now we're seeing evidence to lead us to believe that we might be seeing this cut, if not in the near future, then a short time down the road because of everything that's transpired very recently. Now, Jason Momoa has been a very vocal proponent of the Release the Snyder Cut, and he's been so since I can remember, and he's now, again, calling for Release the Snyder Cuts. And I found this article on Bounding into Comics where they go into that. And I'm going to go into it, give my 2 cents, and show why I think this possibility is in fact going to be potentially reality. So, let's go into it, shall we? Aquaman and Justice League star Jason Momoa recently posted to his Instagram stories calling on Warner Media to release the Snyder Cut of Justice League. While visiting Mark Twight, the founder of Jim Jones and Momoa's trainer for Aquaman, Momoa and Twight called for Warner Media to release the Snyder Cut. Momoa began his Instagram live video saying, "What's up, everybody? Good morning. My day is going awesome because I get to see a good friend from afar. Hey, homie, cheers from 6 feet away." He adds, "Mr. Twight, Mark the Man Twight, is the man who has pretty much trained me for everything. Justice League, Aquaman, Batman v Superman. Trying to get back in shape talking to my buddy." He then calls for the release of the Snyder Cut. Right now, we are at non-profit now, and we were just thinking to ourselves, we are sitting around doing nothing. Fucking release the Snyder Cut, am I right? Twight adds in, exactly, release the Snyder Cut. Momoa continues, release the fucking Snyder Cut. What are we waiting for? There's some goodies in there. I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. He adds, generally the shit I put out there comes true. Let's hope it does. Release the Snyder Cut, fucking baby. And if you go on Twitter, a lot of people have shared his video, so you can see what all he says. Here's an example of the tweet, the Release the Snyder Cut handle, which I do follow. Alright, this isn't the first time Momoa has called for the Snyder Cut to be released. Back in November, he shared a photo of Aquaman impaling Steppenwolf. He captured the photo writing, "Release the Snyder Cut, Aloha J." Does anybody remember that from the movie? No, because it wasn't in the movie. So, it's not in the movie, but yet, he filmed the scenes. This is part of the reason why those of us who have supported Release the Snyder Cut believes that there is a cut out there. Is it entirely finished? Well, we're not saying that exactly, because Zack Snyder himself has, I believe, stated that he needs to tweak the effects and shoot a couple more scenes that he wants to shoot with Batman, Lois Lane, Martian Manhunter. Did we see Martian Manhunter in Justice League? No. He was supposed to be in Justice League, but we didn't see him. So again, this is why, part of the reason why that we believe that there is a cut out there, and those who have been denying it are now doing 180s leads us to think there is a potential that we could see this film in one way or another. And with the launch of HBO Max coming the end of this month, that's another reason why we think that that could be sooner rather than later. Alright. Momoa's call for the Snyder Cut to be released comes after a flurry of rumors and indicates Zack Snyder screened the Snyder Cut from Warner Media executives, which we did, news accounts were out there and people did comment on, and that it could arrive on HBO Max when it launches. Again, it's supposed to launch at the end of this month, and with the possibility of a trailer for the Snyder Cut as part of the HBO launch leads us again to think what we would like to see might become a reality. On top of those rumors, the official DC Comics Twitter account in Mexico is also using the Release the Snyder Cut to promote Boss Logic's new Snyder Cut poster. There is the tweet, and here is the poster, and in my opinion, it is awesome. You have in the front Flash, Wonder Woman, Superman, Aquaman, Cyborg. Then you have Batman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter. I would have loved to have seen Martian Manhunter in Justice League. And look, Darkseid. Look at that. I want to see Zack Snyder's vision. Again, I don't know how many times I can stress this. It's not because I think it's going to necessarily be excellent, even though I'm a fan of Zack Snyder's work. I just want to see what his vision would have been, how it would have built on the first two movies, because the Justice League that's been lovingly dubbed by the Snyder Cut fans is not something that even remotely ties in well to the first two movies. It was so tonally bipolar. It was all over the place. You could tell where Joss Whedon came in and tweaked everything to reflect his own directing style, and it just did not work. To me, at least, it did not work. Fans, actors like Mamoa, and director Zack Snyder have been campaigning for years to release a Snyder Cut of Justice League. Back in December, Snyder shared a photo of a few film canisters marked JL Director's Cut. Superimposed over the canisters were the words, "Is it real? Does it exist?" Of course it does. Yes, those are the canisters. So if it wasn't filmed, why are people saying it doesn't exist? People saying it doesn't exist were implying that we who supported the movement were saying that it was a finished film. No one ever said it was a finished film. We said Snyder Cut. It didn't say like a Snyder finished film. So his cut wasn't entirely finished. We know that. Because he had to stop to leave for personal reasons. So here it is. There it is. Snyder has also repeatedly shared his vision for the film through sketches, actual shots, and more, including Darkseid showing up and much more involved storyline for Cyborg. Yes, if you remember the trailer, or one of the trailers that came out, there were scenes that Cyborg shot, the actor who played Cyborg shot, that did not appear in the film. At all. And when they introduced his character, it was more or less like, hey, here's Cyborg, and push him off to the back. Which I felt was just not what Zack Snyder would have wanted. Here's another shot. Careful, Victor, if you go inside the mother boxes, they will fuck with you big time, and that's not Father's Day, that's a trick. See, did we see that shot in there? No, we didn't see that shot. I don't remember that shot. I even recently watched Justice League again because I thought, you know what, let me check it out before I say anything, and I wish to God I hadn't. But I remember that shot wasn't in it. What do you make of Momoa's call to release the Snyder Cut? Do you think it lends credence to the latest rumors that the Snyder Cut will be released and arrive on HBO Max? Now, I'm not saying that's going to be released on HBO Max. It would be smart if Warner Media released it on HBO Max, because guaranteed you'd have a lot of people willing to shell out money, if anything, to see that film. But at any rate, here's, if you type in Snyder Cut on Twitter, here's a lot of what you start seeing. You know, it's more. Release the Snyder Cut over the past days. Release the Snyder Cut. Here's his video if you want to watch it. Grace Randolph even saying, a lot of people are saying they were wrong in Snyder Cuts. Tweets have been deleted, and people who've denied the cut even existed are doing 180s. Now, why would they be doing that? That's part of the questions that we have. It's part of the reasons why we believe that we could be seeing the cut in the near future. Because the news is all over town that the deal is closing as we speak. Expect an official announcement very soon, and the story could leak via a trade even sooner. So that's what we're anticipating. So again, here's a possibility that we could be seeing the Zack Snyder Cut. A lot of people have been supporting it. We would just want to see Zack Snyder's finishes, and that's a lot of us would like to see. Pretty much. That's what most of us would like to see. But at any rate, let me know down in the comments below. Are you a Release the Snyder Cut fan? Do you want to see the film? Did you like Justice League? Or Justice League as you would like to call it if you like the movie? Let me know down in the comments. Every opinion is welcome. I don't hide comments. I don't delete comments. And I just want everybody to respect each other's opinion. Let me just end this video with a big thank you. I did officially reach monetization hours and subscribers. Now all I have to do is wait for the monetization tab on YouTube to catch up, and hopefully see an email soon telling me that I am eligible for monetization. So again, I want to thank everyone who's played my videos on loop, everyone who has subscribed to my channel, everyone who has even watched my videos and commented. Thank you very much. I do so much appreciate that. And until then, until my next video, until my next live stream, this is Mara Jade saying, release the Snyder Cut, baby. Catch you on the dark side, and take care.